a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this offense able to convert on 4th for now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, McCaffrey. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath round, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Come out! 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And out of bounds right around the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Purdy looking to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Open man, here's Cobb. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From way up at the 23.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he'll complete this one to Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers to throw once more. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
26. Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack.
Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Purdy now to throw.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rodgers throwing here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
and he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hitting 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
They go play action here. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Purdy.
And he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So a win here for the Packers. Well, we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro, pay 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Complete at the 1. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On second down, McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorter. This
touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And some room to work. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
On fourth down, here's Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he won't get much. maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
33 yards.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Throwing is Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and they're able to add on to their advantage. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two.
Throwing here, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. There he goes left side.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17 and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
223 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On fourth down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Here's Purdy.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a give to Jones running left.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Again, it's Jones.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
So, a win here for the Packers. Well, we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good...
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's...